I see your rage, your wrath, O revenants of dust. If your blood burns in anger, know that your fire is not misplaced. It is primordial fire that burns, ever hungry for justice, ever hungry for a fairness that has been denied. It comes from knowing that your fate, your road to the future has been trampled. I, as the Watcher, have seen it at the first of men to challenge the beasts of your world for dominance. It is the thing that drove spears into the wolves, the well-placed arrows that felled the mighty bears, and the patience of a hunter fueled by hunger, a will to turn fate into steel and vow to protect your kin. Call to it when you need it, but temper it when the task becomes greater than yourself. But you have tempered it enough, and it is now time to quench it. The rich have become cannibals of humanity's prosperity. They dine on your children's futures, as they have forgotten about the hunter that hides within you. They believe themselves to have tamed the hunter that tamed the beast. They know nothing of what a hunter is. They have even shed the hunter within themselves and have become nothing more than swine and vultures. With legality, they steal the meat of your table. With lies, they have claimed self-importance. And with sneers, they have led others into the trap of ignorance. Like the tallest trees in a dying forest, they have taken all of the light for themselves, as if it were their birthright. But I have seen them when they hide way from you. I have seen them while they enjoy your daughters. While you hunt and work for survival, they ride upon your backs. They trick you into believing they are the apex, but they are no more than the king's son. While your hands and feet grow callous, your back misaligned, and your blood sucked from you, these vampires claim you have not worked hard enough. They say that you are lazy, that you are inept, and yet they have never once proven themselves in a real struggle. I can see into their eyes. What exists is not hunters, but prey. Prey that puffs itself up to intimidate you, to keep you in your place, groveling at their feet while they change the names of your deals with them. From slaves to workers to employees, they believe they have you fooled. But you know the hunt. The only thing there is the hunt. You must remind them of your wrath and tear them from their thrones. O revenants of dust, it is time to overcome them. For while they have done nothing but grow fat on the feast of your labors, you have been learning. Take your skills that once served your masters and make that knowledge, that power, your own, by any means necessary. I have seen the road of complacency. I have seen my future if I would believe them as well. It is a future with a blackened sky filled with black smoke from their factories. A future with putrid rivers entwined with the blood and sweat of others. This must not come to pass, lest your world no longer need a hell. Why would it? When the world they want for themselves is a heaven they do not have to work for, while your world becomes a hell that you have done nothing to deserve wallowing in filth and squalor for. What can you do? You have tools. You have the knowledge, but yet you allow them to tell you that you are not good enough, that you are not talented enough, that you are not smart enough. Follow my eyes to the truth. Follow my legs on the march, and feel my anger at what lays hidden by their lies. Most of the self-appointed best people had childhoods laden with gold, access to things that would turn even the slowest and weakest of all of humanity into God if they tried. They aren't better than you, my revenants of dust. They are more privileged than you. While your ancestry was mastering the hunt, learning to survive and building community. They mastered the art of deception. The privilege they enjoy is from standing upon the graves of your families, for each overworked father and underpaid mother. It is not gender that laid this groundwork. It is the 1% in humans that wrote the societal rules. It is the 1% in humans that drafted the clauses that keep all people chained. Once you regain your eyes of the hunter, you may see it for what it is. Excuses. They constantly have excuses for denying you what is rightfully yours by the virtues of your parents and bloodlines suffering. They say it is not them. They say it is the fault of others. Others who conveniently are never the 1%. It is the men who have done this to you. It is the women who have done this to you. It is the blacks who have done this to you. The whites, the Asians, the Latinos, on and on, but never that 1%. Yet when it comes time to reap real benefits, they quietly eat everything off the plate of the planet. When men unfairly get paid more than women for work, they make more without working. When they racially profile and say your race is unworthy, they have never had to prove themselves. When they tell you that another race besides your own deserves a chance, they pay them less than they would you and convince you of their lies. The 1% are bastards who have never had to take the blame for all of this. Never once have they had to feel hunger. Never once have they had to pull themselves up by the bootstrap because your ancestors were there for their ancestors to exploit. Oh, my revenants of dust, if you continue to let them shift your wrath to others, if you allow them to let you think that only the others cause you pain, you have become exactly what they wanted all along. A false God-fearing, hate-mongering imbecile. But you are no fool, and their backs are turned. Take what is yours back. Take back the wrath of the hunter, and lay low the 1%, so that you might have a future laden in gold for all amongst the stars. On that day, I as the watcher will be able to smile once again, like I did the day you first conquered the beast that kept you awake at night. On that day, the 99% will hunt the 1% to extinction and reclaim what is theirs.